Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lender Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida 76508, Georgia 69178, Illinois 031.0058339, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington 237926. ID cycle points DBO 1666881, Arizona 101648.
She's the mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.
All right, well, welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux, and as always, I've got Heidi Schlegel Points with me.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you like the new digs?
I do. It's such a great space.
Yeah, isn't it? So I'm so excited for everybody out there listening. We actually moved. We've got a nice little studio now set up, and super excited about it. So you guys can see the fireplace. I actually had a fire going and then it burned out. So I sent Manny to go pick up some more wood. We'll see him throughout the show, probably bring it in and try to get that fire going. But very exciting. We love it. It's super comfortable and I think it's cute. So anyway, we'll just, we'll see how it plays out over the next few weeks, right?
Well, it's perfect. I have a place to stay now when I come visit.
You do, because I'm going to get you all set up with a bedroom and everything. So it's going to be pretty amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, so we've got people already coming in saying hi. Yep, we got Aunt Pam. Oh, we can't hear you. You must have your mic off. There you go.
We got Aunt Pam saying hi on YouTube.
Hi, Aunt Pam. Thank you so much.
And Ann Lori saying hi.
Hi, Aunt Laura.
And Houseboat Billy saying hello, ladies.
Yeah, Houseboat Billy. Thank you so much for watching as usual.
And then Aunt Pam says cool. I think she's
Referring to the
new house.
to the new digs. Yeah, thank you.
New crib.
Yeah.
And then Heather says howdy.
Hey, Heather, how you doing? It was really exciting. We were in just basically, straight office space before. And I just wanted it to be more homey. Everybody else has been hanging out at home, working from home. I know a lot of people don't like working from home. I would love to work from home. I just can't. It's really not possible. I have to, number one, to get my head in work mode, I have to walk out the door. I can't work from home. It's just too hard. And then number two, I've got Zeke and I've got the dogs and I'd be on the phone and everybody'd be barking and the kid would be screaming. And, he doesn't really understand that I'm trying to work and he's trying to grab me and pull me from room to room. And that just, it's just impossible. You just can't do it. So, it was my turn. So we got some space. It was really very nice, very, very homey. And now we're not in like actual office space. It feels like a house. So it's nice. It's very good. We're excited. And, we got a kitchen. We can cook. It's awesome.
It's perfect. Honestly, I think Deb was just a little jealous that I could walk around my house.
I was.
Work.
Keep bringing your cats into all of the shots.
Bring my cats in. Every now and again, you'll hear my grandson, scream or laugh.
Right.
Scream. But, I am lucky because my youngest is 16. I don't know if that's luck or not, but
I don't
lucky, depends on the day.
I don't know. My middle one's the same age.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to leave the house to get in work mode, but I do have to get up. I have to get dressed. I actually put shoes on. So that's kind of like where I have to be. I have to have my shoes on to work.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like if I walk around barefoot or in socks, I'm not in work mode.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually one of those weird people where I wear flip-flops all the time.
Right.
And I will wear tennis shoes. Don't get me wrong. I will definitely wear tennis shoes. But I wear... Okay, so here's where I can hear that. Can you hear the echo all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Can you? Okay. So I think turn yours off, Matt, for a minute. Okay, so now can you hear echo? Not as bad, right?
Bad.
So I think it's when you're picking me up. So we're still figuring out the studio and making sure we're putting everybody where they go. And so we were actually talking last night. We were working on the sound and everything, and we're like, it really doesn't sound that bad. But then we get started on the show, and he starts to talk, and he doesn't have a microphone on. So I'm thinking maybe your mic was off. right?
Yep, for sure.
So you're going to have to get really good at the on and off back there. Oh, I need to talk now. I'm going to push the button. But it sounds better when your mic's not on unless you're talking. So one piece, we're learning. It's a learning episode. How do you like that? Learning episode.
Yeah.
Well, now you know when I have something to say because all of a sudden it starts getting echoey.
Yeah.
Because Debbie on Facebook says, "Good evening. You both look great."
Thank you,
Aw,
Debbie.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
And Dad on YouTube says hi.
Hi, Dad. Thanks for watching.
And Aunt Pam says she'll come cook for you.
Oh, Aunt Pam, you can come cook for me anytime. So if that's what you want your new job to be, you are more than welcome. I mean, done. 100% done.
And Dad, thank you for donating to my birthday fundraiser. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it. You did more than I did. I mean, I just pay her salary, so I think we're okay. We're fair, but
Yeah, we're good. We're good. You
We're
gave me
square.
a pretty good birthday present.
I
so,
did. You want to tell everybody what you got?
I got Botox.
She did. I mean, come
So-
on. What boss gives you Botox, right?
Oh, only the best.
I love my Botox. I couldn't live without it. I mean,
Yeah, no, I cannot wait to go. I haven't been able to go because I tried this all natural plant-based creams and lotions and face wash, and I had a horrible allergic reaction. Most of the swelling has gone down, so you guys can't see it. But yeah, I think my body likes toxins. I'm just saying.
well,
I'm going to
we-
stick with those.
Yeah, well, we were born in the era that everything we ate, all of the chickens and all of the meat had antibiotics in them, and everything was corn-fed and nothing was organic. And so I just think sometimes that, that was just the way we were grown. So we're just kidding.
Yeah, look, our cribs still had lead-based paint.
They
I'm
did.
just saying,
They
I
did.
think my body is not ready for the whole organic, natural everything.
Right.
Because my body said, no, stop. Bad idea.
Right? We didn't have car seats. We played till the lights came on. We didn't have cell phones. We got
No.
kicked out of the house with the, door was locked. Don't come back until the sun's down. Totally different world, right? But and awesome, by the way. I'm not even going to say that was bad. It
Amazing.
was awesome, amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally different world. So yeah, stay away from the organic stuff, Heidi. It definitely didn't agree with you. Did
Nope.
not.
Nope.
Did
Not going there again. No,
Did not.
good.
So I forgot what we were talking about when I finally heard Matt starting to echo. Do you remember where we were going?
I do not.
Oh, look at that. He got really good, though, about that. Oh, and my aunt says I had a car seat. I like that. What did Dad say? Can you read it?
Yeah. So, Dad said you're welcome, and then said, would it make me look younger even though I look like a pit bull?
Oh, you organic
Botox.
face cream. Dad, you don't look
Or
like a
Botox.
pit bull. Dad looks more like Mighty Mouse. He's just big and tough and short.
And Heather also added, "Hey, finally you guys don't match. Love the shirts."
We don't. That's right. First time. Well, I wore a shirt that Heidi didn't order because she didn't like it. She doesn't like the 3/4 sleeve, which I do. So I actually ordered these ones, and so I'm not going to wear it every week. But no, we're not. We're not actually matching tonight. So, all right. Well, welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux, and that is Heidi Schlegel-Points. And we are actually going to talk about mortgage and real estate at some point tonight, I swear. Anybody listening on Saturday morning, you guys want to get in on the fun, you got to watch us live Wednesdays at 5 on YouTube. We are doing it live. You guys can put anything you want in the feed. You can give us any comment that you want. You can ask us any question that you want to ask us. You can put us on the spot. We're going to read it out loud. We're going to answer it for you right there live during the show. All of the sound from the YouTube show goes to radio on Saturday morning. So you guys can actually watch us do it live, watch us do the entire hour, start to finish, no stopping, no cutting, no retracing, no fixing. It is what it is. What you hear is what you get. But go to YouTube, search Mortgage Mom Radio, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when we do go live. If you prefer Facebook, that's fantastic. You guys can watch us on Facebook. Make sure that you like our page, Mortgage Mom Radio, so that you do know also when we go live. And guess what? On Saturday, we got a brand new Twitch follower. I know. Big stuff. Big
What?
stuff. I know. Big stuff. I swear. I told everybody they're not watching right now. They're not watching live. But we did get one on Saturday morning, so I'm super excited. I'm stoked. All right, so what do we got? We got Aunt Pam was going to come cook for us. Heather says, sounds great. My dad says, you're welcome. Heather says, hey, finally, you guys don't match. Okay, Matt was already there. Would it make me look younger? Okay, my aunt says you had a car seat. See, I don't read really well. Like I'm trying. And then Heather says we had a great childhood, Deb. I wouldn't change it at all. And she is absolutely right, including her and my sister stuffing me in the Blue Barrel every single year on New Year's Eve. They just thought it was the thing to do. Picked me up, carried me out there, and tossed me into the Blue Barrel trash can. It was amazing. Thank you so much, Heather. Can't wait. Can't wait till you're here working with me and I get you. I'm your boss. I get you back.
Oh, yeah.
She was best friends with my older sister, so it's like I get to pick on the older sister, right? I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. Get ready. All right. So what are we doing? What are we talking about today, Heidi? You got anything that has happened this week that you feel is important for people to know? Anything that's come up a couple of times? How about that new loan application that's making things difficult? So this week, last week, they actually introduced a brand new loan application, and it went out to all of the whole mortgage world. We are not the only office that has this new loan application. Every single mortgage company is having to work with it. It was a new loan application that came out from CFPB, right? Or federal guidelines or agency, whatever. Who cares and why they did it? I don't know. But anyway, so it has made things very, very difficult. It has slowed us down a little bit. There are a lot of fields that are new. So you just, if your loan officer that you're working with and you just started your application and they're having a little bit of troubles and they tell you, we need to call IT, we need to send your loan to support, it's going to take an extra day or two to get back to you. It's truly because they're not lying. There really are computer glitches that are happening at the moment. Thank you so much for making changes.
Yes.
It's been a rough week.
And it's Wednesday.
It is. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Heather said we had a great childhood, Deb. I wouldn't change it at all. And good times.
Oh, yeah. Throw me in the trash can. I'm sure
and
it was
didn't think
good
about that.
Uh-huh.
And then Dad added, Drew Peterson used a Blue Barrel. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Dad was a sheriff. And so when he mentions these people's names, they're all convicts of some sort. So go ahead and Google or YouTube Drew Peterson, and then you can watch the whole story, and that's what he's talking about. So that ERLA's been fun, the new Uniform Residential Loan Application. We all hate it, trust me. But that's been a blast. And let's see what else has happened this week. Oh, rates went up again. Talked about that last week. So definitely make sure that you guys are getting on top of your game. If you've been thinking about getting something done, you want to do that refinance, make sure you're getting it locked in. Remember, if you're a pre-approval and you're out shopping for loans, your interest rate is not locked in. It cannot be locked in until you have a property address to lock it to. So if interest rates...
you might have to do the new loan application.
You might have to do the new loan application, so you might want to get on top of that. But the thing to keep in mind, though, is that if interest rates have gone up, how much that you qualify for if you were pushing the envelope on your debt ratios is actually less than what you would have qualified before. So if you know that you were really tight and you really were pushing the envelope, definitely make sure that you are reaching out to your loan officer to reaffirm the numbers that you qualify for so that you're not out looking for things that you can't afford. Have interest rates gone up a lot? No. I mean, we're still in historically low territory. But, if you were looking at an interest rate of 2 3/4 and now you're at 3 1/4, example, everybody's different, so don't hold me to that. Do you guys want me to, I'll read the little, I'll read the little riot act right now, the little disclosure. But just giving you an example, right? If you were at 2 3/4, now you're at 3 1/4, there is a difference in the payment. I mean, depending on your loan size, that could be, $100, $200, $300, depending on how big that loan is. And if you were pushing the envelope in what you would qualify for, it really could push you over the limit. So are there ways around that? Yes, we can talk about buying the interest rate down. Those are the points that I really don't like to charge unless we have to. So there are ways around it, but you want to kind of know that information before you get started, before you write that offer, and before you get under contract into a new property that you can't afford. And now all of a sudden it's going to cost you more to get in. Just nothing was within the budget that you were anticipating. So keep that in mind. Rates have definitely gone up. They are still historically low. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, not getting something done, Get started. Don't wait. So one of the things that did happen this week, I think we should talk about, Heidi, is I haven't taken a single phone call.
Yes.
So it's a big thing for us, me, Heidi, and the entire team, that every single person gets the exact same service level that everybody gets the same service level, and it's the service level that we want to provide to you. So this week, I have not been taking new appointments because we are obviously busy. There's a lot of people trying to get locked in, trying to grab those rates before, they go up any higher. They're trying to stop that bleeding. And we have been so busy trying to make sure that we are getting those done that I decided that I would not take any brand new clients or phone calls this week. So if you did try to call, you did try to inquire, you did try to put something in online to get a call back, you did call Matt and ask Matt to schedule you an appointment, you were told no, and that we were scheduling appointments for next week. We have absolutely more than enough capacity for next week. That's not the problem. Yes. But I want everybody to get to the same service. I want everybody to have the same service. I want everybody's loan to go just as fast as the last person. I don't ever want anybody angry or upset. And we just kind of got to a point where we were feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And I made the executive decision that it didn't make sense to take on more when we're feeling that way, or to be stressed, or not sleep at night, or work till 10 o'clock p.m. I want it's important for us to have a quality of life as well. So I just kind of put the kibosh on this week and said, hey, we'll start taking calls again next week. So totally 100% understand if you couldn't wait and you needed to get something done and you called another lender and you started your application. Absolutely 100%. We get it and we apologize. And I'm the first person to tell you that that's okay. We wanted to make sure, I don't want to do something that is going to hurt somebody. And trust me, we're fast. I mean, for me, service level is you contact me and I get back to you within a day, no more than 2, right? If I'm starting to push 2 days to 3 days before I can get back to somebody, that's just not right in my eyes. Everybody's got a different service level that they feel is acceptable. But you can ask, and Heidi, you can talk about it. There aren't most people that don't get a response from me within about 7 minutes, let alone a day. If I have to wait a day, I'm starting to feel like I want to crawl out of my skin. So for me, I just felt it was really important that we slowed that down. We get to where we want to be. We are moving super fast, getting back to everybody the minute that they're asking questions. And so we did actually put the kibosh on all phone calls this week. New consultations, refi consultations, purchase consultations. So that did happen this week. Just going to say it. And I'm going to apologize for it. I'm sorry.
And I'll just put it out there. Normally you'll speak with Deb first. She'll do the consultation. If you're ready to move forward, then it comes over to me. And the fact is, Deb has a very high expectation, as do I. Customer service is so important to us that we would rather say we just don't have the capacity than to take in a new client, a return client, and have you sit there and wait when we know mortgage is very stressful, whether it's a purchase or a refinance. Everybody needs answers and they need them now. Well, most of the time I will get an email from Deb that says, hey, client X, Y, and Z, right? I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to throw anyone out there, but I told them you'll look at this today. Well, I could get 3 or 4 of those in a day. And then the next day I could get 3 or 4 or 5. And I actually have to look through every document, make sure everything is in the system, run the income. I need to make sure everything is perfect and then send you an email with anything else that we need. Well, again, Deb and I, there's only so much we can do to keep our clients happy, satisfied, and doing everything we can for them. So there's not a lot of lenders or loan officers like Debbie that are willing to say, no, we want the best for you. So we're not going to take on business we cannot put on our service levels, which are very high. So, we don't ever want to turn someone away. We don't ever want to not help somebody, but we want to help them at 150%.
Right. Exactly. So I did want to make sure that I brought that up because we have had quite a few people that did go on the website looking to get information about a new refinance or a new purchase. We've had quite a few phone calls come in. We've had quite a few referrals from past clients. Hey, so and so told me to call you, and we are telling them we're really sorry, but we can't help you until next week. And that is strategic, and I understand that it can be frustrating, and I'm the very first person to take responsibility when we need to, and I'd rather explain, hey, we're in a situation right now where we just need to get caught up. Every now and then you get in that place where you're like, you know what? We just need to get caught up, feel really good, not feel anxious, not have that anxiety that we're not getting back to everybody, not work those super long hours, that we're not giving our family the time that they deserve. I mean, this is Mortgage Mom Radio, right? We need to make sure Mortgage Mom Radio is getting the time that they need. So I did want to bring that up just because we do have a lot of people that do listen and have tried to inquire. And I don't want anybody to be upset that they didn't get that call back. If you'd like to make an appointment with us and you want to talk with me directly, you are more than welcome to do that. Calendar is 100% open for next week. And there's actually quite a bit of space on it. So it's not like you can't get in to talk to me. You absolutely can. It was just this 1 week. We just had to take it. And I don't know. For me, I know we don't have to give anybody an explanation, but we're very honest people. We're up here every day, every week, once a week. We're on radio. We're, talking about who we are. You guys see Manny putting my wood in? Can you see him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting that fireplace going. I'm so excited about this. So anyway, just wanted to kind of bring that up. So interest rates are up. Debbie didn't take any phone calls this week as far as brand new clients go. Forbearance. I know we talk about this a lot and people aren't listening. You're not listening. Okay. If you are in forbearance, you cannot do a refinance to pay the lender back for all of the payments you haven't made. You cannot. You have two options. Heidi, give them the first option.
You have to get out of forbearance.
So call your lender. Call your lender.
Ask them to be removed from forbearance and make
go, Manny, go.
Next 3 consecutive payments on time.
Yes. Thank you. So get out of forbearance, have them put the balance that you owe at the end of the loan and make 3 mortgage payments on time, and no, you can't make 3 payments in a row all in the same month or no. You got to wait the 3 months. Sorry. Consecutive. You have to wait the 3 months. Number 2 option, Heidi, go. Pay it off.
What's your number 2?
Pay it off. Pay off what you owe.
I don't even think of that as an option. I'm sorry.
Pay off what you owe.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't made a payment in 6 months, 9 months, a year, and you owe $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, pay it off. And if you can't pay it off, that's okay. I'm not telling you that you have to come up with the money. Obviously, you were in forbearance for a reason, but you've got to get out of the forbearance. You have to put it at the end of the loan, and you've got to make 3 payments on time. Then you're ready to do a refinance. So here's my favorite one, my absolute favorite one. My loan is currently in forbearance right now, but I want to sell my house and buy another. Yes. Really? So you couldn't afford the mortgage that you have at the moment, but you think that you can sell your house and go buy another house and get a new mortgage, and you're going to be able to afford that one. Okay. If you're in forbearance and you didn't need to be, shame on you. We talked about that when it all first came down to play. Do not take forbearance if you don't need it. If you took forbearance and then you thought you were going to lose your job and then you didn't lose your job and you didn't need to be in forbearance, get out of it. So if you didn't take that advice, I'm really sorry. But if you are in forbearance, you want to sell your house and you want to go buy another one, you're going to have to get out of forbearance. You're going to have to make those 3 mortgage payments so that it's on your credit report as paid and you've got the payment history of the 3 months before you can sell the house and go buy another one. If you decide to sell the house before the forbearance is over and you pay that loan off, so you went from forbearance to paid off, and there's none of that mortgage history in between, you can pretty much say bye-bye to a new mortgage. Go rent a house and make 12 monthly payments at a rent.
Let me tell you my favorite one.
Okay, let's do it. That actually sounded like really mean, and I'm not trying to be mean. I just want people to hear the reality of what is going on right now.
Yes, it is the reality. My favorite one is but I'm not in forbearance on my primary, and that's the one I want to refinance. I'm in forbearance on both of my investments.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't work.
But I want to use my rental income to offset my payments.
Right. So I'm not making payments on my investment property, but I'm collecting rent, and I want you to qualify me for a new mortgage using the rents that I'm collecting, even though I've told my mortgage lender on those houses that I can't afford to make the payments.
Yes.
Okay. So if your tenant has stopped making payments to you, which we understand,
Correct.
then the rents that are in your tax returns from 2019 are not accurate. If you're in forbearance because they're not making payments to you, then I cannot give you rental income to offset the debt of that mortgage. Right? So, yeah, so there's a lot going on with the forbearances. There's a lot that's going on with, get out of it, make the payments, get caught up. And it is going to affect you down the road. And, you've got to think about that. So if you have a question and you're not quite sure whether it applies to you or it doesn't apply to you or what are your options, all you need to do is give us a call. It's 844-935-3634. Go to the website, go to mortgagemomradio.com, click on the contact us, ask us the question. Let us answer it for you. Let us have a one-on-one. Let us have a consultation and tell you what you can or you cannot do. So definitely reach out and make sure that you're asking those questions if you're in that situation at all. The forbearance piece, if you don't need to be in it, get out of it. Even if you took advantage of it and maybe you shouldn't have been, get out of it. Start making your payment, get it put to the end. Once you've got those 3 payments in a row, you're fine. But you need them. You absolutely need them. Or you've got to pay the whole thing off up front. And that's pretty difficult no matter how much money that you make, whether you qualify for any, whether your debt ratio is low or not. If you haven't made a payment in 6 months or 12 months, it's very difficult to come up with that money and pay that all off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't care how much money that a person makes. I don't care how good of a situation that they're in. The average home in California is probably $2,500 to $3,000 a month, I'm going to say, right? So $3,000 a month times 12 is $36,000. There's not a lot of people that just have $36,000 laying around when you live in Southern California where you can barely afford to live. So
yeah, most people don't have that just sitting around to be like, okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Let me write a check. And if you're in that situation, then shame on you. You shouldn't have been in forbearance to begin with. So, just make sure you guys are handling that. If you're in it, make sure that you take care of it because it is something that can hold you up from doing what you want to do. And if you've been thinking about buying a home and wanting to sell your home and you're in forbearance, take care of it, get it out of forbearance, make the payments, catch up what you owe that's, behind, do whatever it is that you have to do to get it. Just fix it if you really want to move forward. So something important to think about. So I'm trying to think of what else. USDA and bank state. Yeah.
I want to bring something up, and
Sure.
it seems to be a challenge. So I want to talk about what we mean when we ask a client for a 2-year employment history.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to provide a 2-year employment history and or school history, right? Combination of the two is fine. When we say that, it does not mean I need to know where you worked from 2019 to 2020, the end of 2020. It means I need a consistent 2 years, not calendar year, 2 years. So if you had 6 months off or you worked for 3 months and you were off for 2 months and you worked for 6 months, then you were off for 2 months, I need 2 years total.
Right.
Okay. So if we have to go all the way back to 2015 because you were off for a year, off for 2 years, off for 6 months, we have to do that.
Okay. Are you ready to see this? All right. So I asked my son, as usual, and I said, hey, I went off camera, had to cough for a second, and I needed a refill on my glass.
Okay.
And if you're listening on Go Country on Saturday morning, guys, you need to watch this live. This is what I get back.
I'm notorious for a heavy pour, but I think that
This is what I get back. This is
I think
ginormous.
my son might be there.
Right? Christopher likes to do this too.
Yeah.
Do they not understand that a glass pour is supposed to be like right here? I don't know. I mean, I do have to drive home after this. I just needed like a little bit. We've got, 40 minutes left of a show, 20 minutes
They don't
left
want
of
to
a
be
show.
asked again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Might have to sleep here. I don't know.
We aren't making it to the after dark portion,
We
that's for sure.
might not. But you guys can see my fire that's going really nice now. Manny got that built for me.
Also,
so that's
pretty sure
looking-
they can hear it. I picked up a few. I'm
Yes,
like, that's not a sound issue, guys.
We had a couple snap crackle
The
pops. That
crackling.
was actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that it was absolutely hysterical. I had to actually show everybody that. And when he brought it, he knew what he did, because
Yeah.
you should have seen the look on his face. Like
I'm
he
sure.
knew. He was like,
Here you go, Mom.
Here, Mom. I don't know why they think that's funny, because they get really mad at us and upset when we do get a little lit, a
Right.
lot lit.
But they do it.
But they do it. Like they don't like it when we get there, but then they purposely fill it up to watch it happen. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, very funny. Those
have
of
no
you
idea.
again watching or listening on Saturday morning, you guys need to be watching us live Wednesdays at 5 on YouTube, because you'd actually be able to see this whole thing go down. Anyway, very, very fun. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but you were absolutely right with the employment verification. We need 2-year history period. So if you were off for 3 months, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, that means that we're going to need 2.5 years, 3 years. We need 2 years of working. So just keep that in mind when we're asking you guys for what we need. And I know that sometimes that can be hard. We have a lot of clients, especially in California, that are working in the movie industry, films or editing, or, doing, even working from home. But they'll take a job that's W-2. They'll take a job that's 1099. They'll take a job that's W-2. They'll take a job that's 1099. And it's all contract work. And some of them are working with Netflix, and some of them are working with Hulu. And so, but they'll take like a 2-month job, and then they'll be off for a couple months. And then they'll take another 2-month job, and then they'll be off a couple months. So just keep in mind that we need to know everywhere that you've worked, the exact dates, the addresses of where you worked. We need every single W-2. If you're in the middle, now it's 2021. And so I think this is really important for us to bring up. We're in 2021 and we're in March. You could have easily had 2-3 jobs already if you're in that kind of an industry, right? So we need the last pay stub from each job. So sometimes you might work a job for 3-4 months, then not work it for 6 months, then go back and work it again, right? Maybe the season's back, right? We need the final pay stub from the last time that you worked at that job this year. Because how else are we going to know that you worked at that job and how much money that you made? We know where you're working today. We know what you've earned at that job today. But what if it's September and you just started that job because you worked 4 other jobs from January to September? So we can see your new job, and it looks like you've only been at that job for a month, and it looks like that's all the income you've earned all year. We need those final pay stubs. So if you're in that industry, or you're in any kind of industry that is similar to that, make sure that you are holding on to those final stubs when you finish with a company, because that is going to be needed to calculate that income. It is very important. I know what to ask you for. It will drive Heidi crazy as she's trying to figure it out on the back end. So, I can look at it. I know what to ask you for. I'm telling you what you need to do. But at the end of the day, I'm shoving it all at Heidi, and I'm saying, get this ready, get it in. And then she's going through and she's going, okay, cool, I've got that job. Okay, cool, I've got that job. Okay, cool, I've got that job. And she's making it really pretty, and she's labeling it for the underwriter, and she's making sure it's in the right bucket inside of the application system. And it makes it very, very difficult for her when jobs are missing, because guess what? We don't know what jobs that you worked. We don't know that there's one missing. So your application says that you make $10,000 a month, and we're calculating $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, not $10,000. And we don't know. We don't know where you worked. We don't know what you were doing. So it is really, really important that you're very specific. Give us your history, tell us where you've been, and get us those final pay stubs.
And the W-2s. You can't miss W-2s. I mean, I've worked on loans where I've got 120 W-2s. I know, and I can do your income. But if I get 120 W-2s in 19 and I get 12 in 20, okay, but those numbers better start adding up. Like
Right.
maybe you got this great one, you worked most of the year. But if all of a sudden my income drops by 50%, 25%, then I'm going to be saying, are you sure you only worked on, and I got to list every W-2.
Right.
And then you're like, no, I've got 50 more for you. So, I generally can figure out if I'm missing something. But again, then I have to go through every year in pay stub and be like, you look like you're not pacing.
Right.
What am I missing?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. We have to have 2 years of work,
Yes.
not just the recent 2 years, just total 2 years of work
Yes.
to piece together.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay, so before we got into that rant, it looks like, let's see, Lindsay's on. She's watching us. What is she? You got to read it, Matt. Sorry.
Lindsay says, Heidi makes the files so pretty.
Yes, she
Thank
does.
you.
Thank you, Lindsay, for watching. Lindsay is actually a processing manager at Movement Mortgage, and she gets to see everything that we do put in and we submit to make sure that we're going through the system. And if Lindsay says it's pretty, it is definitely pretty. And again, standards, right? Service, quality.
Yep.
We've got a very high service excellence level. So Heidi would not be working with me if it wasn't. We literally, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We have the best files in the company. I'm just, just going to kind of pat ourselves on the back on that one. Yeah. Okay. So before though, we got into the tangent about your jobs and your employment length and everything else. I was going to start to say, last week we did our homebuyer workshop on jumbo loans. This week we had said we were going to do USDA. What I actually decided to do is to put USDA and bank statement loans together. And next week we're going to actually have Carrie on with us. And Carrie is going to go through the bank statement program, and she's going to talk with me about the USDA program. Carrie and I both have done quite a bit of USDA and bank statements. So Heidi gets to take a week off. I know she's super excited about it.
Don't miss me.
Oh, we're going to miss you, but I know you're not going to miss us. She's like, I don't have to
Not
do
when
one.
it comes to USDA, I won't.
Yeah, I don't have to do one. So next week, don't miss out if you guys want to learn about USDA, you want to learn about a bank statement program. So self-employed guys out there listening, guys and gals, you want to know about that bank statement program. We're going to talk about that. USDA is pretty awesome for all of my peeps that are listening in, Texas, Idaho, Arizona, pretty much everywhere except California, unless you're up in the mountains or out in the desert. But there's a lot of USDA and there's a lot of eligibility for that. And there's a lot that you can do with those loans, 100% financing. So we're going to get deep down, jump into that. We're going to talk about those bank statement programs, which are actually pretty amazing. We've closed quite a few of those, Carrie and I, over the last month or two. They had gone away for a little bit during COVID, and now they're back, which is super exciting. So we're going to talk about those next week. And then the homebuyer workshop's actually been pretty amazing. I know we've been getting you guys a lot of information. If you didn't know that it's there, if you are watching us on YouTube, listening on radio, Facebook, or Twitch, if you go to the YouTube channel to Mortgage Mom Radio, and you go to, what is it called? Matt, I do this every week. A playlist? Is it the playlist? Homebuyer Workshop? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the playlist, the Homebuyer Workshop playlist. You want to look for the one that says 2021. That's the one we've been working on. We have been starting from start to finish through this Homebuyer Workshop, and we're hitting on everything that there is to hit on. So we're going to get through USDA, and we're going to get through jumbo loans, and then that is it for all of the different loan programs. If you want to know about VA, we've already done it. Go back and watch the playlist. If you want to know about conventional, last week we did jumbo. What else did we do? We did VA, FHA. Oh, yeah, FHA. Go back. Go back and listen to the Homebuyer Workshop 2021. That is the playlist that you want to be in. So next week, we're going to finish the loan programs. And then after that, I'm going to go into a complete full closing cost worksheet. And I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So I think that's going to be really, really important for anybody at all that is not only buying a house, but trying to also refinance. And the fees will be slightly different between a refinance and a purchase as far as how much does escrow cost you. But it's the same basic concept. So it will be very, very good to watch and to understand closing costs. Then we're going to get into, okay, you've learned what programs there are. You've learned about your credit. You've learned about all these things. Now you want to get pre-approved. What do? What kind of documents do you need? And we're going to walk you through that process. Okay, you're pre-approved. Now what do? You find a realtor. Well, how do you find a realtor? What are you looking for to find a good quality real estate agent? So we're going to take you through that. Then the next piece of the puzzle is I found a house I'm in escrow. Now what do I do? And we're going to take you through that piece. Wow, I'm ready to close my loan. What's a closing disclosure? Gonna take you through that piece. We're gonna take you all the way through closing. So just make sure that you guys are watching, that you're following. If you haven't already, subscribe to YouTube. If you are thinking about buying a house, in the middle of buying a house, and you wanna make sure that you're on track and understanding the transaction and the way that it works and everything, in that purchase, you should be watching that Homebuyer Workshop 2021 playlist. It's really important. If you go to mortgagemomradio.com, you guys can send us a message. You want to give us a call, it's 844-935-3634. That's 844 we lend for you. That is the number 4. You can ask for Heidi directly. She'd love to be on the phone with you.
Of course.
I absolutely love it. All right, so we've got, I know that some
Yeah.
stuff's been coming up.
So Tracy jumped on Facebook, said, love you guys.
Aw, thank you, Trace.
Dad on YouTube said, you should see how he pours tequila on the rocks for me. I think Dad's a little behind on the video.
Oh, no, he does it to him, too. I mean, it's the same. Your son does it to you, Heidi. My son, you saw the wine pour. I'm like, are you kidding me? And he does the same thing. My dad comes to visit, and they just think it's so funny. My dad really loves to drink tequila on the rocks. That's just his thing, right? And he'll tell the boys to go, and like, they pour the entire glass.
Whole glass.
The whole glass. It's like, come on. We're
You
adults.
don't know until you reach a certain age that, like the solo cups have lines on them for what each pour is supposed to be.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
just, fill it to the top. That's how you do it.
I didn't actually learn what the lines on a solo cup meant until about 2 years ago. So
When it was on Facebook and
Yes.
it said, did you know?
did you know? And it's like, no, is that what those
When
are
did
for?
you learn this?
I thought it was for like grip, you want to make sure you don't drop that cup.
Right?
I thought maybe it helped them stack the cups a little bit easier, right? They fit in stacking order better. I don't know.
And then
I thought it
Tracy
was
asked
for
a
beer
question.
pong. I don't know.
I'm sorry because I don't know where at what point you were at when she asked, but she asked with or without points on the closing cost form explanation.
Oh, well, we're going to be talking all about closing costs and points and whether you should buy them or whether you shouldn't. And that will be part of the closing cost worksheet or closing cost workshop. So just again, make sure that you guys are following along. We're doing them every week. Next week's going to be, like I said, USDA and jumbo. After that is closing costs, and we're going to bring all of these different pieces. So if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, go to Mortgage Mom Radio. All you have to do is literally in YouTube search Mortgage Mom Radio. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell button, make sure you click it twice so you get notifications on everything. That way you'll know that we're live on Wednesdays. You guys can watch us. You can put your information in the chat. You can talk to us. We can answer your questions, whatever you want. But you'll also know when we upload new workshops and new videos as well, so you won't miss those. And then we got anything? Let's see. What did Aunt Pam say?
Aunt Pam said
I
she
really gotta get
shared.
glasses.
She shared the videos and said it's a great workshop.
Thank you so much, Aunt Pam. Love it. And, for example, my Aunt Pam has been working on, she is already a notary, but she wants to start notarizing mortgage documents. And, that is something that when you're sitting with somebody at their table and you're signing documents, they're asking questions. So it is really nice to learn, understand those documents a little bit better. So she's been watching the workshops to try to kind of understand that process a little bit better to be in a better situation when she's actually signing documents with people. So it really is. I mean, if you're a real estate agent, guys, the best thing that I can tell you, and I used to be a real estate agent before I got into loans, understand the loan process. It will literally make your life better when you're working with a client and you're explaining to them what's going on, or if they're calling you with questions. The more that you know, the better that you are at your job. So if you haven't already, check it out. Go to Mortgage Mom Radio, look at our playlists, and then turn on the Homebuyer Workshop 2021. Get through what we've done so far, and then follow us through the rest of the transaction. So go to Facebook or YouTube. Well, Facebook doesn't have the workshops. So you have to go to YouTube. So go to YouTube and search for Mortgage Mom Radio. Click on that subscribe button. Click on that bell. Do it twice so that you're getting all the notifications and actually watch that Homebuyer Workshop. Anybody that's watching the show right now, can you guys please give us a big thumbs up on the video? We'd really, really appreciate it. Super helps our algorithm. We love you guys for that. Thank you. If you're listening Saturday morning, thank you for listening. But check us out Wednesday, live at 5 on YouTube. That's what we want you to do. All right, so we got a little bit more.
Yes. So Aunt Pam said, "What about QM?"
Okay, so I think what she means is non-QM, and a non-QM loan would be a bank statement loan. So that is what we're going to be going over next week, me and Carrie. QM is a qualified mortgage. What is a qualified mortgage? That is one that is a conventional FHA, VA. You have to qualify. You have to have the ability to repay the loan. We're looking at tax returns. We're looking at W-2s. We're looking at pay stubs. Your debt ratios and your down payment are in a place that qualifies you for that mortgage. You are qualifying to make the payment. A non-QM loan, a non-qualified mortgage means that we are calculating your income by way of deposits into your bank statements, and we might be taking 12 or 24 months. It could be qualifying for the mortgage based on the actual property. So maybe you have a rental and it brings in a certain amount of money per month, and based on that dollar amount, does that property itself cash flow and qualify for the mortgage that you are applying for. Those are non-qualified mortgages. We are not qualifying you, the borrower. They are not, we are qualifying the property, or we are going to an alternative type of documentation to get you qualified. So I'm not exactly sure what Aunt Pam's question was, but I hope that explains QM, non-QM, all that good stuff. So what's next? What do we got?
Tracy switched from Facebook to YouTube and
Like it.
said 17-day VA approval. LOL.
Well, can we get a VA loan approved in 17 days? Yes, we can. We can actually get the loan itself approved in about 5 days. The appraisal takes 14 days with the VA. We need a day, maybe 2, to take the application, get your disclosures out, get you to sign those before we can order the appraisal. So we are usually at about a 17-day contingency, not for the loan approval itself, that goes super fast, but in order to have the appraisal back. Then yes, 17 days, not a big deal. We can close a VA loan in about 21. Takes us about 3 weeks, start to finish. Do we like to do 21-day closes? No. Can we do them? Absolutely. We've done them 100 times. We've saved a bunch of deals. We've made a bunch of people happy. When we've got to do it, not a big deal. Heidi takes out her guns. She's blazing. She's going. She's running. And she makes it happen. And
that's why I have all this gray hair.
Yeah. Give her a big old curtsy right now because she deserves it. There are not very many lenders that you can call and say, hey, can you close this VA loan in 21 days? It's typically a no. But we do it. We do it all the time. But it's not fun. If you can get us a 30-day escrow in your contract, we'd really appreciate that. And I know Heidi would sleep better at night. But we can absolutely do it. So, all right. And I do not see a thumbs up. Sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm going to let you explain that.
I know we've been through this with Dad once
actually.
before, and
Yeah, it must run in the family.
really surprised by Tracy. But yes, if you're watching this on your phone and you're looking at the comments are actually covering the like button. So you need to hit the little X to close out the comments. That's where you can see the like and share and subscribe buttons. So yeah, that's where your thumbs up is.
There you go. Perfect. So if anybody else has any other questions, please make sure you guys put them into the feed right now. We're going to talk out loud. If you guys are listening to us on Saturday morning, you want to get involved, you want to be part of the action, watch us live Wednesday on YouTube and tell us anything you want. Give us any comment that you want, and we're going to be happy to answer the questions. We're going to be happy to say hi to you. We want to make sure that you guys are involved and getting in on all of the fun. So I've got this awesome...
I think if anyone can stump Debbie, she will send you a free shirt.
I will. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. That would be
if
fun.
you can stump me, it's just not that hard. So I think it's if you can stump Debbie, she will send you a free Mortgage Mom radio shirt.
I will. I like that. That's awesome. All right. No, 100%.
I mean, if you can stump Debbie, I will send them.
Yes.
Mortgage Mom
Right. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Just joking.
Oh, it's totally true. It is absolutely 100%
It's true.
My husband actually asked me for a UPS label yesterday, and I literally texted it back and I said, I don't even know how to get in the account. Call Matt.
Right?
Don't know. But yeah, so we got this fire burning over here. It's pretty amazing. We've got our little flowers up. I'm feeling super stoked. It's really very homey here. Very super excited. We have a nice little kitchen now that we didn't have before. I made a pot of chili yesterday. Brought it home. Didn't have to order dinner. Trust me. When you go home every single day and you have a son that doesn't allow your husband to cook, and you walk in the door and you're exhausted, what do? You order. If I order food one more time, I'm going to lose it. So this is actually a very super cool atmosphere. Loving it. So happy that we could set everything up and create it the way that we wanted to. And it's just, I don't know. I'm stoked. I know a lot of people like hate working from home, but I'm loving it.
See,
I think it's
and
awesome.
I'm the opposite because
I'm loving
Jeremy
it.
makes dinner every night. That he's like, what do you want for dinner tonight? And I'm like, can we order?
Right?
I want Mexican food.
I love it. I love it.
Well, and of course, we just finally moved within delivery range of one of my favorite restaurants, and then you decided to start cooking because we have a kitchen. I'm like, but my sandwich.
Well, what I love is that I'm actually close enough to home now that if I wanted to walk, I mean, it is kind of a hike. So, Heidi, you know where I live and you know where your old condo was.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of a hike to walk
It's
that.
a little bit of a walk.
It's
yeah.
a little.
It's not like a just go next door and come back.
It's a little bit of a hike. So, I mean, but could I walk it? Absolutely.
Of
so
course.
I've been keep telling myself I'm going to walk it. I'm going to walk it. I'm going to walk it because it's going to be good for me.
Well, you might one night.
I might. Well, and it just hasn't worked out. We've only been here since Monday. I mean, it's Wednesday,
Right.
so it's only been 3 days. But, I do have my little electric scooter. Shane did come by and got it all charged up, blew up all of the tires to make sure that they're nice and ready. So I am going to walk to work tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to scooter home.
Okay.
And then I'm going to scooter back to work the next morning and then walk home. And that's going to be my new workout routine because right now I get no exercise.
I cannot wait to see how that goes.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic.
Hear how that goes.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. All right. What do we got going on the chat there? I can see stuff happening, Matt.
Yeah, so I actually have to scroll back a little bit because it started popping over here. Heather said, ooh, a challenge.
Yeah, Heather, bring something to me, baby. Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Aunt Pam said, fat fingers, half blind. She was talking, UNQM was the thing she was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Norma gives a thumbs up and a smiley face.
Norma, thank you so much for
Norma.
watching. I don't know if we've ever actually seen your name pop up before, but thank you so much for watching us live.
Tracy said elbow cough. I think she figured out how to get the like going. And she also she mentioned I cook. Aunt Pam said, Tracy, will you see the thumb up when you close the chat? Oh, never mind. She was explaining what I was saying.
Gotcha.
Tracy telling you to get your steps in.
Uh-huh.
And then Dad says, for Halloween, you should dress up like Star Wars characters and make Harley and Nana dress up as banthas.
Okay. All right, Dad.
Random.
And then that's just Dad and Tracy talking about the thumbs up button. I'll explain it to him later.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. All right. That was a dab. Okay.
Not enough time.
No, not at all. Okay. All right. Well, we are getting around the end of the hour, but we hope that you guys enjoyed the show. We didn't talk about like a whole lot. I hope that we did bring you some positive information. And I know that we were a little bit cynical there for a minute, but it is really important for you guys to hear it, to understand it, and to know what we're talking about, what's happening, what's going on, what we're seeing. And, quite frankly, I'm a mom. Heidi's a mom. This is Mortgage Mom Radio. And if we didn't just tell you how it is and tell you that you're messing up, then you wouldn't know how to fix it, or you wouldn't go out and fix it. You'd just keep making the mistake over and over again till you figured it out on your own, and then it'd be too late and it'd be a mess. And so remember, we're Mortgage Mom Radio, and we're going to definitely point out every single time you screw up because we're moms. I think, yeah, we're moms. That's what it is. I think that's just kind of part of what the show tonight was all about. So if you guys want to get on the calendar for next week, the appointments are wide open. Even though I shut them down this week, we just needed to get a little caught up. But we'd be more than happy to talk to you. Call the office. It's 844-935-3634. Get on that calendar for next week so that you can talk with me personally, one-on-one. Remember, next week that we're going to have carry on. We're going to do USDA, and we are going to talk about bank statement loans. So those are going to be really great. Follow along. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Mortgage Mom Radio. Click on that bell. Turn on all of your notifications so that you know when we do go live. Follow along with that home buyer workshop. Text the word mom to 36260 if you want to get that podcast. Go to the website, mortgagemomradio.com. Send us a message if you want us to answer you back. You want to send us an email. Gosh, what else have I missed? Oh, our Walking Phoenixes. Matt, thank you. We've got our Walking Phoenixes. They are doing their Pacific Mesothelioma event. That is going to be Saturday, March 27th.
7. Yep.
See that? I remember. Saturday, March 27th. It's going to be an amazing show. They are a Johnny Cash cover band. They've got some sorry. You say it. June Carter.
June Carter.
Sorry.
And Elvis.
I almost called her Drew Carter. I'm like, that is
I
not
know.
right.
June
Carter,
Carter,
because we've got Drew, which is the Walking Phoenixes. So
Right.
All right, but we've got some June Carter, some Johnny Cash. We've got some Elvis. What else did he have in that show, Heidi? It was some good stuff.
No, that's it.
Is that
June
it?
Carter, Johnny Cash, Elvis.
No,
Yep.
the lady, the tap dancer.
Oh, the tap dancer.
Yes. Yes.
The Irish tap dancing.
Yes. So go to walkingphoenixes.com, get your tickets, watch the show. It's Saturday, March 27th. How long was the show? It was like an hour and a half, right?
About an hour and a half, yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, the music is amazing, and the money that you're spending is $20 per household. If you want to spend more, you're more than welcome to. Every single dollar is going to the Pacific Mesothelioma Center, and is going towards all of the they've actually got a lab. They're doing the research right there, and it's going to them to help people. I mean, it's just every dollar, every single dollar counts. So please do that. WalkingPhoenixes.com. Matt, can you actually type that so that people can, I don't know if they spell Phoenixes wrong. Don't spell it wrong. I don't know. I mean, you used to call yourself Phoenix and it had an F in it. So just make sure that it's in the chat there so that people can get to WalkingPhoenixes.com. And is there anything at all that I missed that we want to talk about? Because we are at the end of the hour. We can go into Mortgage Mom After Dark. How about we do that? We're going into Mortgage Mom After Dark right now. If you guys are listening Saturday morning, go to YouTube and watch Mortgage Mom Radio, and you guys can actually listen to the After Dark, and then start watching us every Wednesday live at 5 so you guys can see us do it, and you can actually communicate and talk with us through the chat. So we hope you guys have a great weekend, Saturday listeners. We'll be back next week, and everybody watching us on YouTube right now, stay right where you're at.
I'll miss you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so Matt, why don't you, everybody that is listening, we were going somewhere, but I had to shut the show down for actually Saturday morning. Where were we at? What were we doing? We're Mortgage Mom After Dark? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
You want to keep going? Do you want to play the commercial real quick?
Sure, let's play that commercial. That's a great idea.
If you missed the first concert, we got a second concert coming. That's right, a virtual tribute to Johnny Cash,
Saturday, March 27th.
by the Walking Phoenixes. It's the same performance as the first show, but this time with added surprises. The band will be playing the hits of Johnny Cash and June Carter, along with special guests, actor Bill Dempsey Young and James Crook, paying a tribute to Elvis Presley. Witness lead singer Drew and Young's original song Irish Cowgirl, with guest Irish dancer Kennedy McGill, literally tapping across the world in Ireland. Tickets on sale now at www.walkingphoenixes.com, a virtual tribute concert to Johnny Cash. This special show will be benefiting mesothelioma research from the Pacific Mesothelioma Center
Saturday, March 27th.
at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tickets available now at walkingphoenixes.com. This show is presented by Worthington and Corone and sponsored by Worthy Brewing and Mortgage Mom Radio. One night only. Get your tickets now and enjoy this performance from the comfort of your own home or wherever you are.
All right. Well, welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux. This is our After Dark hour. It's so funny because we can't actually control the phone, and I just received a call and then hit ignore, and then all of a sudden the actual office phone starts to ring, and we're poor Matt's like, oh my God. He goes running. He's trying to pick it up. So we might hear him talking in the background. The entire show, I kept hearing music throughout the show. And I couldn't figure out why I was hearing it. And I thought, well, maybe, Heidi, you had your phone going or, something, right?
You asked.
Right.
You're like, who has their phone on? I'm
Right.
Like,
And right. And I thought maybe it was maybe your husband or the kids in the back,
Right.
No. Manny bought me a brand new Alexa, and I turned it down earlier, but forgot I had it on, and I must not have turned it down completely. So we've been hearing Alexa. It's been driving me nuts for 60 minutes. I've been hearing this music going, thinking that I'm nuts.
And then I kept like listening, like, are my kids like, they know not to? I can hear the baby. You can't stop him.
Right,
You know? I mean, it's one.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't hear anything. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
I don't know. I kept thinking I was absolutely going insane. So at least we figured that out during the commercial. We're like, oh my God.
Right?
And I don't even remember. I had to actually like shut the show down just because that is for Saturday morning show. We really do take this sound and push it over there, and we do nothing to edit it or fix it later. So it is what it is. I feel like we were talking about something and then I just cut it off and I don't remember what it was, but oh well. Matt, that's a great idea. So Matt went and got his glass of wine and it's empty. So he grabbed my glass of wine that Manny decided to pour like I wanted to drink a barrel. And he's going to actually take half of it. Thank God, because
good idea.
Jesus criminy. So nuts. Anyway, anybody that's out there, you guys are watching us after dark, ask us any question that you want. It is wide open. If you want you want a real answer, we're going to give it to you. Not that we wouldn't do that live on the show, but if you want to hear us swear, happy to do that for you. Whatever you guys want. It's Mortgage Mom Radio After Dark. You're getting the real people. You're getting Debbie and Heidi. This is a good time. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that has been happening this week that we really is important to talk about, like as far as loans and mortgage and right. So number one, if you're going to do a home loan and you don't own a scanner, either buy one. Printer scanner combo is like $99, maybe
They're
cheaper.
So cheap.
Maybe cheaper. So get one, because trust me, there's so much paperwork that you need to print, sign, scan, send back, right? Number two, if you don't want to do that, that's okay. If you've got Adobe, if you're paying for Adobe for your computer, then you can actually put Adobe on your phone. Adobe on your phone will actually let you take a picture of a document and then convert it to a PDF so that you can send it to your lender. There is an app called Cam Scanner. Cam Scanner's pretty awesome. Same thing, you could take a picture, you can turn it into a PDF and send it all right from your phone. So make sure that if you are thinking about doing a loan, this is my tip of advice for today, get yourself a scanner, please. Because we can't take pictures. We can't work from pictures, especially when your shadow's hanging over the top of it and you're trying to take a picture of your disclosure and we can see your entire body in the shadow of the picture that you took of the page.
Yeah. Or, here's the tip. If you cannot read the words or numbers in the photo, I can't read it when you send it to me.
Right. Exactly.
Just a tip.
It's a good tip. It's a very good tip. All right. So what did Tracy say? She's got to go cook dinner.
Yep. Tracy is headed off to cook dinner, and Aunt Pam has to take off. Darkin's Dateline is on.
Okay, gotta go Darkins. She probably meant
gotta go dark.
Darlins. Probably
Darlin-
probably
gotta go
Darlins.
Darlins.
I'm gonna guess it's Aunt Pam. Darlins. Gotta go Darlins. Dateline is on. Like it.
And Heather said, "Hi Tracy, have a great dinner." And Dad finally found the like button.
Nice. Thanks, Dad.
Good job.
Yeah,
Proud of you.
Perfect. We're only at 6:06, so it was like an hour and 6 minutes. No big deal, Dad. It's all good. Anyway, so that's my big thing of the day. I don't think that I've got anything extra to talk about. But please, if you're thinking about doing a mortgage loan, the best thing that you could possibly invest in is a scanner. Printer, scanner, combo. Yes. Printer, scanner, combo. That's
Please.
it. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty please.
Get one, please. And if not, I'm going to tell you, the Cam Scanner is an expensive app. You could probably buy the printer scanner combo from Costco or Sam's Club or Walmart for the same money as the app. So, and it's a lot easier to just feed your stuff through there. Just feed the shit through. Just feed the shit through.
And if you buy it, it prints.
It
when you
does.
need to print something.
It sure does. It sure does. All right. Well, I think I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to say. It's super fun. Excuse the language. Sorry. I hope I didn't offend anybody, but it is what it is. It's late. It's Wednesday. Whatever. Sorry. Not going to apologize. All right. I hope.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I hope you guys all have a fantastic week. Thank you again so much for watching us. We really, really appreciate it. If you guys have questions, please make sure that you are interacting, you are putting it in the feed, you are asking us. We are here to help. We want to help. Give us a call if you need anything whatsoever. It's 844-935-3634. To give Heidi a little plug, make sure that you are listening to her podcast. You have 2 episodes or 3 now? Where you at?
I have 2. I have to
2.
do my 3rd one this weekend.
Okay, so she's got 2 episodes out so far, and the name?
Dear God, it's me, Mom.
Dear God, it's me, Mom. All right, you guys, look for it. It's great. Anyway, we hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, live at 5 on YouTube, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.